If I do, you lose the links.
I lose one? No, you can start. You can start. Filming from here.
No, no, I talk about the time because this tell me 24 minutes since I had started. Nah, just. So that's why if I could cut it off and start a fresh one, but then you would lose the Facebook and YouTube links. I still
can you send me back? Can you send me?
I wouldn't be able to send it back.
Let's start it now then. Let's start this.
Sorry about the bill. That's my.
No, I understand. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Let me have the stand so I can set up a stand where you can be good up in front. I don't know if you can use it or you put it on your shoulder.
Well, it's a kind of, if you move in, then I put on my shoulder.
Okay.
It don't have to be on your shoulder. You're just gonna have to stance and balance.
Okay.
I mean, I gotta put this whole thing on a gimbal, but I got work to do now.
I
I gotta end up putting that whole thing on a gimbal.
Well, we're ready, so. He can stay right here.
Yeah.
Right here, Caron. So you can balance right here. Ain't gonna be too difficult.
That's the reason why I like this so heavy.
Sorry.
I like it that way because the heavier it is, the more stabilization you get.
All right, so we can start showing in 1 minute. Because again, you're gonna pan. Caron, you're gonna pan and then they're gonna walk in. Right? Hi everybody. If you have not been able to take a boat ride to see Anguilla's coastline from the sea point of view of Anguilla, let me tell you, it is definitely worth the expense. This is my gift to you today, this Christmas season. Welcome to me showing you District 3 from the sea. And as you can see, we are in the little bay, beautiful little bay. I'm Avenella, and in my run-up as an independent island-wide candidate for the upcoming general elections, I'm doing a set of lives and from each district, and this is the spot chosen for the District 3 district. And Little Bay is one of God's gifts to us in District 3, and so I'm showing it to you today from the sea. And so these lives, first of all, are about, yes, showing you some gifts that we have in each district, and secondly, to share some of Avenella for Anguilla's platform with you, and thirdly, to just speak to or address any current national issue that we may be having at the time. And so, courtesy of Gotcha and our Captain Rumpel and his first mate Ian, we are here in Little Bay and beholding the beauty of it. Only 3 ways to get in. It's either by rope. I'm not sure if you can find the rope up there, but it's up there. You come down, it's at the top of the hill. Right over here, the rope. And I mean, the waters in Little Bay are, just awesome. They got every kind of green, every kind of turquoise, but the rope, you go up there, up at the top. So you would have to start from the top of the hill, come all the way down to the rope and then climb down, or else you come by boat like us today. The last option is to come all the way down on the rocks over here. You come all the way down, walk all the way down, and then you just take the plunge into the beautiful waters of Little Bay. I mean, where else? Where else but beyond extraordinary Anguilla can you find such beauty? And you come here at before sunrise, it's a beauty. You come here during the day, it's a beauty. You come here at sunset, it's a beauty. And so I want to welcome you and share a little bit about our District 3 with you. I currently live in District 3, Cedar Village. Loveliest village on the island, is a national village. And so it it has a national tree, the national flower, and we cherish our cedars in Cedar Village. And so Cedar Village is just about a couple stone throws away from here. So I invite you, if you've never been to Little Bay, it is absolutely worth it, especially from by boat. Get your family, get friends, and come to see Anguilla in general. Any part of Anguilla's coastline is absolutely worth it. And so today, that's why we are here at Little Bay. A little bit of history, because like I said, there are so many gifts in Anguilla all over. And we're gonna go down. Our captain is gonna take us down to some of these caves that are inside of the hillside here. Annie Villas is just over us, but of course, the famous Little Bay Rock. If you haven't had the experience yet of jumping off of this rock, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience that almost all Anguillians should have. So we're gonna see the little rope that you can use to help yourself up to the top of the rock. But once you get to the top of the rock, there's only one way down. You gotta jump. A lot of people freeze when they get up there, but this is a rope. Well, we have now 2. You help yourself up with that one, and you go up there and you jump all the way down. It's an iconic thing to do as an Anguillian and as a visitor. So now we can get into the various caves that are in here. I would say early in the 19th century, and maybe even before, this was just pure rock. But then phosphate was kind of mined from here. Persons would come here, and as the birds, and there are hundreds of birds that do take their home in here, make their home in here, pelicans and all kinds. And as the birds make their way, live in there, and if you can see it, this white substance that's forming, a lot of phosphate is in there, and the rocks begin to decay, and they break and they drop. And besides the digging of it, that's what started a lot of this erosion, the phosphate that people gathered and mined, and they took out of our island and out of our region. And so, as you can see, we have lots of persons snorkeling today. It's a beautiful protected area that we can snorkel in. And I want to encourage all of us as Anguillians, please, especially the sea and places like this, it's not just for people to spend thousands of dollars to come here, enjoy, but this is ours. Let us enjoy it. We are beyond extraordinary just for tourists, but we are beyond extraordinary for ourselves because that's where we are. So our captain is going to get us as close as possible to this big hole so that, especially for those persons who are unable to come here, we can give you as close as possible view, and our camera guy is going to zoom in so that you can, as vicariously as possible, see what inside this this boat looks like. So the water is drop dead gorgeous, and this is Anguilla. I don't mind falling over. I can swim, but the water is so beautiful. And inside there is still water. Yeah. It's still water, so that's rainwater, and the seawater isn't coming up to that. Wow. I left my phone in my bag, so I can't even take a picture. And so, welcome. Again, it's Christmas season, and I'm sharing with you various gifts. And this is my gift to you from District 3. And since we're over so much water and liquid, I just want to go back to a post I made this morning about the 1 day of reserves, which our Premier alluded to in 2020 being poor liquidity, and our 332 days of reserves being good liquidity. But again, 1 day of reserves represents an island that is financially malnourished. 332 days of liquidity represents an island that is financially obese. And none of those situations, none of those states are good to be in. Liquidity refers to one's ability to pay your short-term bills at the end of the month. Solvency refers to your ability to pay your long-term. So right now we're talking about liquidity. And as our captain continues to take us down the coast of Little Bay, we want to ensure that our liquidity is not too low and not too high. And the way we do that as a nation is to plan. Plan not just for the next 2-3 years, but plan for 100 years, plan for 200 years. And this is the kind of mindset shift I want us as Anguillians to begin to come to realize that we have to come into. We can no longer be thinking about not our country without a vision, without a mission. When we have a vision, when we have a mission, we can get into planning our island in a very strategic way, a national vision, a national mission, along with our motto, which again I believe is great, strength and endurance. And we epitomize, I think Little Bay epitomizes strength and endurance. If you just look at this, you feel the strength of our land, you feel the strength of our island, and the fact that we have endured so much, the fact that we have come this far without a vision, without a mission. But should we continue to take it for granted that we will just, survive, that we'll just continue to go anywhere and we're going to end up in the right place? Again, I ask us as Anguillians, where are we going? Do we have an end destination? This boat is powered by an engine, but our sailboats, which we build, are powered by rudders. They're, managed and turned by rudders. And we in Anguilla say, without a rudder, the rocks will pick up the ship. The rocks are going to pick up the boat. And we do not want rocks to pick up Anguilla 10, 50, 100, 200 years down the road, because we celebrated Hero and Heroines Day yesterday, and those persons sacrificed their lives for us literally so that we today can have so much of a good life. And today I think that we are to be stepping up from what they did and making sure that those who come 100, 150, 200 years can have the great life that we are having today. And I think that's the kind and compassionate and humane thing to do for us to do. And so today, I want to encourage you to get out to Lil Bay. I want to encourage you again to talk to your campaign, the candidates in each of your districts and running island-wide, and ask them, what's our vision? And I don't know if you can get like a wide shot. I'm not sure if you can get all the way up, but just a wider shot, like with me in it, because I want to see what you're seeing in a while. But encourage your candidates, ask your candidates, what's the vision for Anguilla? What's your vision as a candidate? What's the mission that you're going to be proposing? We have to go beyond party politics. We have to, Anguilla, we have to think national. And then from our national vision and mission and from our national long-range plan, then party politics comes in, and then we vote based upon which party we think is going to carry us to that end destination and carry us to that part, to the goal and the vision that we think is best. But without none, we, as the Bible says, without a vision, people perish. But with one, people succeed and they thrive. And so, if Captain can turn us back this way, we head back to Sandy Ground, coming to you live from on the sea in District 3. I'm Avenella, and I am here because I want to cherish, preserve, and advance Anguillianness. And I want to thank all of you for joining in and for listening this afternoon. And do make itself available to come and enjoy all that Anguilla's coastline, the beauty of it that it has to offer. So I'm going to invite just the cameraman to just do a little bit more panning as you join, as we wrap up this live. Thank you again for your patience and staying with us as we did have a little bit of a late start. But remember, do vote Avenella for Anguilla in the upcoming elections. Thank you very much. I'm here loving, loving, loving Anguilla.